Starting a business might seem like a gigantic task, but the truth is, it's much simpler than it looks. What stops most people from taking the first step is the fear of the unknown, the feeling that everything needs to be perfect from the start. But let me tell you a secret: perfection doesn't exist. And the best way to learn how to be an entrepreneur is simply to start. Let's get straight to the point. The first step is identifying a business idea. It doesn't have to be something revolutionary that will change the world overnight. In fact, most successful businesses start with simple ideas that solve common problems. Think about your own skills, the things you're already good at. Maybe you're great at cooking, or you have a special knack for organization. Perhaps you have a passion for fashion, or you've always been good at explaining difficult concepts in a simple way. Any of these skills can be turned into a business. The secret is finding something you enjoy and that others are willing to pay for. Now, once you have an idea, it's time to validate it. This means checking if there's a market for what you're offering. Don't complicate this step. Start by asking friends and family what they think of your idea. Ask if they would buy your product or service. Better yet, try selling it to them. If the people around you are willing to pay, there's a good chance others will too. And if the response isn't what you hoped for, don't get discouraged. Use that feedback to adjust your idea. The important thing is to keep moving forward, adjusting and improving as you go. After validating your idea, the next step is to plan. Many people stop here because they think they need a complete business plan with dozens of pages detailing every aspect of the business. But the reality is, you don't need an elaborate plan to start. A basic plan is enough. Identify what you need to start, who your target audience is, what your value proposition will be, and how you're going to make money. All of this can be summarized on one page. The focus should be on the essential elements: what you're going to sell, to whom, and how you're going to reach those people. And speaking of reaching people, this is where marketing comes into play. Often, people overcomplicate marketing. They think they need a large team, a huge budget, complex advertising campaigns. But marketing, in the beginning, can be as simple as telling as many people as possible about what you're doing. Use social media. It's free and has incredible reach. Create content that shows how your product or service solves real problems. And it doesn't need to be anything sophisticated. A simple video, shot with your phone, talking about your idea, can have a huge impact. You can also use content marketing to attract customers. This means creating content that's useful to your audience, like blogs, videos, social media posts. If you're starting a financial consulting business, for example, you can write articles giving tips on how to save money or make videos explaining financial concepts in a simple way. The important thing is that this content shows you understand the subject and can help people solve their problems. Now, let's talk about the legal and financial side of things. This is another area where many get lost, thinking it's too complicated. But in reality, it's pretty simple. The first step is to register your business. This can vary depending on the country and city you're in, but generally, it's a straightforward process. You can do it online in many places. Once registered, you need to make sure you're complying with all tax obligations. This means paying the necessary taxes, keeping the business finances separate from your personal finances, and, if necessary, hiring an accountant to help you with this. Don't put this off, because keeping everything in order from the start will save you a lot of headaches in the future. And when it comes to finances, don't think you need a large amount of money to start. Many people believe that you need a big initial investment, but the truth is, you can start with little or no money. Depending on the type of business you want to start, you can begin with what you have. For example, if you want to start an online business, like an e-commerce store or a consulting service, all you need is a computer and an internet connection. There are many free or low-cost tools you can use to manage your business. If you need money, there are options like microloans, crowdfunding, or even family loans. The important thing is not to let a lack of resources stop you from starting. As your business starts to grow, you'll need to think about scaling. And scaling doesn't have to be complicated. The key is to do it sustainably, without overloading yourself or your team. This might mean automating some processes, like customer service or email campaigns. There are tools that can help you do this simply and effectively. Another way to scale is to start delegating tasks. As the business grows, it can be tough to do everything on your own. Identify the areas where you can hire someone to help you, whether it's a virtual assistant, an accountant, or a marketing specialist. And finally, let's talk about sales. Many people are afraid of selling, thinking it's something difficult or that they're not cut out for it. But the truth is, selling is simply showing people how your product or service can help them solve a problem. If you believe in what you're offering, that will come through. And people will feel that. Don't worry about being perfect, just be authentic. Remember, you're not just selling a product or service, you're offering a solution to a problem. And if you focus on helping people, the sales will naturally follow. So, to recap, identify a business idea, validate that idea, plan the basics, register the business, keep the finances in order, use marketing to attract customers, think about how to scale, and focus on sales. It sounds like a lot, but really, it's simple if you take it one step at a time. The most important thing is to start. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it will never come. Start with what you have and adjust along the way. Remember, starting a business is easy. The key is to simplify, take the first step, and keep moving forward, one step at a time. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. There are many resources, tools, and people willing to help you along the way. Don't be afraid to ask for help, seek knowledge, learn from your mistakes. The important thing is to keep moving forward, even if it's slowly. Because, in the end, success in entrepreneurship comes to those who persist, who continue, who never stop trying. And as you move forward, one important thing to remember is that each step, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your goal. It's easy to get lost in the details, to worry about the little things that seem gigantic at the moment. But remember, most of the problems you'll face in the beginning won't be as big as they seem. And more important than solving all of them at once, is moving forward, learning from each experience, and adjusting as necessary. One of the most powerful things you can do as an entrepreneur is to adopt a growth mindset. This means always being open to learning, experimenting, failing, and trying again. Entrepreneurship is a constant learning journey, and the more willing you are to learn, the easier it will be to overcome the challenges that come your way. And the good news is, you don't have to learn everything at once. Learn what's necessary at the moment, apply it, see what works, and keep learning. It's also important not to compare your beginning with someone else's middle. It's easy to look at other entrepreneurs and think they have everything under control, that everything is easy for them. But the truth is, everyone started somewhere, and everyone faced challenges along the way. Comparing yourself to others will only demotivate you. Instead, focus on your own journey, on your own progress, and celebrate every little victory. Another crucial point is the importance of building a support network. Entrepreneurship can be lonely sometimes, but it doesn't have to be. Connect with other entrepreneurs, join groups, forums, events. Exchange ideas, share experiences, learn from others. Having a support network can make all the difference, especially when things get tough. And remember, you don't have to do everything on your own. Ask for help, delegate tasks, seek partnerships. The success of a business doesn't depend on just one person but on a collective effort. And this success, when based on values and purpose, is much more satisfying. It's not just measured in numbers but in impact. In how you make people feel, in how you improve their lives, in how you create something that goes beyond yourself. This is the kind of success that lasts, that stands the test of time, that really makes a difference. And speaking of impact, one of the most powerful things you can do is build solid relationships with your customers. Don't see people just as numbers, but as human beings with needs, desires, and expectations. Treat every interaction as an opportunity to create a genuine connection. Listen to your customers, understand what they really want, and offer them something that makes sense. This approach goes far beyond just selling. It's about creating trust, loyalty, and a solid customer base that will keep coming back. And don't forget to celebrate your victories, no matter how small they may seem. Every sale, every positive feedback, every new customer is an achievement. And these achievements deserve to be recognized. Celebrating progress is what keeps motivation high. It's what reminds us that we're on the right track. And these small victories are what, when added up, lead to great success. Last but certainly not least, it's vital to remember to take care of yourself throughout this process. Entrepreneurship can be exhausting, and it's easy to get lost in work and forget to take care of your physical and mental health. But for your business to thrive, you need to be well. Make time to rest, to disconnect, to recharge. A healthy entrepreneur is a more creative, more resilient entrepreneur, more capable of facing the challenges that arise. So, to conclude, never forget, starting a business is just the beginning of an incredible journey. It's a journey of growth, of learning, of impact. It's about creating something that not only generates profit but also makes a difference in people's lives. And most importantly, you have what it takes to make it happen. Don't let fear or doubt stop you from moving forward. Trust yourself, trust the process, and remember that every step brings you closer to success. And now that you have this clear vision, the next step is simple: put all this into practice. Don't wait any longer. Start now, with what you have, where you are. Because the truth is, the best time to start building your dream is today. The future of your business starts now, and you're in control. Make it happen, and enjoy every moment of this journey. The important thing is to start, keep moving forward, and never stop learning. Because in the end, what really matters is the journey, the lessons you learn along the way, and the impact you can have. Starting a business is easy, yes, but it's also one of the most rewarding things you can do. And you're more than ready for this journey. Go ahead, trust yourself, and make it happen. Now that you have everything you need to start your own business, the question remains: what's stopping you from taking the first step? What can you do today to start turning your idea into reality? Think about it. Reflect on the next steps you can take, no matter how small they are. Every action counts. And I want to know, what's your biggest motivation for becoming an entrepreneur? What inspires you to start a business? Leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear more about your plans and ideas. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Here, we're always bringing tips, strategies, and lots of motivation to help you reach your goals in the world of business and personal development. So, click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.